everybody, and welcome back to Stampin' Squirrels. It's Debbie here. I've got another great card for you today. This one is a triangle point fun fold card. I think this is really super cute, and believe me, it is so easy to make. So it works like this. This has got this lovely fold here at the beginning with a little pocket in, and I've put a little tag in there and coloured that in. And you can put all kinds of messages on this one, and then it just pops back in there like that. Goes into a standard size envelope. Couldn't be easier. So I'm going to show you how to make this card today, and I've made it using the Garden Lane series paper. Here it is. Green's my favourite colour, so this sort of paper is right up my street. I absolutely love it, and the papers are gorgeous, and I'm really sad that this is going to be retiring very, very soon. So you need to get this if you love it like I do. You need to get your hands on some in this Stampin' Up clearance sale. So let's get started and show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to be using the Grace's Garden stamp set just to embellish this card today. This is another one of my favourites. It's got some great flowers on it which you can colour in using the blender pens, or if you prefer watercolour pencils. So without further ado, let's get on. So here's the card. The premise of it looks like this. So what you're going to be needing to make this card is you need a piece of coloured cardstock which measures 8 1/4 inches by 5 1/4 inches, and you're going to score that here at 4 1/8. Then you need a piece of white card which goes in the middle for you to stamp and to put your greeting on. That measures 3 3/4 by 5 inches. Then you need 2 pieces of DSP which measure 2 5/8 by 3 5/8. And then you need an optional piece of DSP which measures 5 inches by 3 3/4. And then lastly, for the tag, you just need a piece of white card measuring 3 inches by 2 inches. So how do we make the basis of the card? Well, you need your trimmer, like so, and you're going to be using the score blade. And so, like I said, you need to score the piece of card at 4 1/8, which is exactly half of this piece of card, like that. And then you need to take a pencil, and with the shorter side at the top, in your score line, you need to measure, because this measures across 5 1/4. What you're going to do is you're going to just mark at the top at 2 5/8, which is exactly halfway at the top. It would help if I measured that properly and actually made a mark. You can do this with your scorer if you prefer. 2 5/8. Turn it over and do the same at the other side. Because what you're going to do now is you're going to take that mark and you're going to line it up so that it aligns perfectly with your middle score line here, which you probably can't pick up on the camera. But make sure both of them are perfectly aligned with the score mark, and then you're going to score it like that. And then you're going to turn this the other way and score it like that. So what you need to do now is take this, get your bone folder, and burnish all of your folds. Make sure they're nicely creased. That's going to form the basis of your pocket, like that. So the next thing is to take your trimmer back, and what we're going to do now is we're going to get our 2 pieces of DSP. And these are going to be the corresponding pieces of DSP for the front of your card. So what you now need to do, you just essentially need to cut these in opposite ways. So you take the top right to the bottom left, make sure that they line up equally on your scoreboard, trimmer rather, and cut them, put them to one side, take the other one and then take the top left to your bottom right. You need these to be opposite, otherwise they won't fit onto your oddly shaped folds at the front. So if I bring back the card and move this like this, you'll see that I need to find the right one. This one. So this one from the second cut goes here, and then this one from the first cut goes here. Now you can choose to contrast that, coordinate it by using the underside of the other piece of card if you want to. I'm going to match it up, and I'm also going to cut this spare piece of DSP. You can leave this bit blank. So this bit here you can leave blank, but I'm going to actually put this piece of contrasting DSP into it. So I'm going to just bring back my trimmer again, like this. And this is quite simple. So this one measures 5 inches. So you go to 2.5, just make a little mark again, and then do what we did before. Take the mark down to the end corner, line it up, except you're going to cut that bit off, and turn it round and line that up again and cut that bit off. And then this is the triangle that's going to go into the centre of your card, like this. So I'm going to stick this down first. This is the first thing I'm going to do. Like that. So that's going to look like this. And then I'm going to stick these 2 pieces of DSP down. So that's going to be your card fold like this. You just need to keep these stuck down. So what you just need to do is put a little piece of tear and tape just here, because you're going to stick those down. You need to make sure you don't stick that down to the actual front bit there, your DSP, because you need that as the pocket where you're going to put your little message tag. That's great. And so now you've got your pocket and you've got the card. So we'll just put that to one side for a minute, and what we're going to do is concentrate now on the white piece that goes inside. So if you think about my original card like this, what I've done is I've stamped 2 images here from Grace's garden and coloured them in, and then I've left this bit blank so I can write a message. Or you could write your message on the back of the tag that you're going to put in the pocket. It's entirely up to you. I prefer it plain, and I would probably write my message on the tag. So I'm going to take back the 2 colours that I've stamped with from Grace's garden. So what I've chosen is I've chosen the 2 flower bunches, which I'm going to stamp, and the little bunch of flowers as well. So let's just get those out and ready. I'm going to stamp these in black Memento ink so that I can then use the blender pens and colour those in. Okay, and so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to colour those in. I've made a little smudge there, but I'm not going to worry about that because these things happen, and you can easily cover these over with a few diamantes and things like that. So we're going to be using stamping blends. And so the colours that I've chosen is the light and dark mossy meadow and the light and dark mint macaron, because those are the colours in the green card. So I'm just going to start with a little bit of light for the leaves. Then we're going to go over it with a bit of dark. And then I'm going to be using the mint macaron. I'm going to start with dark and then finish with the light. Okay, so that's that. So I'm going to stick that inside. And there's your card. So next thing we're going to do is the tag. So with the original one, with the tag, I've just stamped the small flowers around the edge, and I've chosen from Grace's garden, of all of the blossoms in life's garden, friendship is the most fragrant. I just think that's a lovely sentiment to send to somebody, perhaps now, while we're all currently away from our loved ones and each other. So the best thing you could probably do is to just cut the tag to start with. So I've cut this, as I said, at 3 inches by 2 inches. I'm going to just slide this in and punch. Gives you a nice little tag topper. And what I'd like to do is I'd just like to round the corners, and I've got to say that although I've got the corner rounder, I just think that the best way to round corners is with the punch board. It just makes the best round corners. So loving that. That's that done. And then the next thing is just decorate it. So like I said, I'm going to take the small flowers, bring back the Memento ink, and then I'm going to come in. Well, actually what I think I'll do is I'll wait and I'll stamp my greeting first, because I want to make sure I give it plenty of room. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and just colour that in. That's really lovely and sweet. And what I've done is I actually used a piece of, it's probably retired now, but mint macaron ribbon, really shimmery, really lovely. It goes perfectly with this. So I'm going to use a piece of that ribbon to top the tag. Okay, so I've got the piece of ribbon here, just a piece about 10 inches long. Just going to thread that through and make a bow. And that's your card. So that's it. That's our lovely diamond or triangle fold, fun fold card. Really super easy to make. I've really enjoyed making this one. I'm loving the colour combo for a start, but it's just great. You can put all kinds of things in this pocket. Tremendous amount of room for sentiments. You could even put something on the back if you wanted to, white card, and write again on the back. Fits into a standard envelope. And that's it. So there's our 2 cards for today. I hope you've enjoyed watching it. Thanks again for tuning in to Stamping Squirrels, and we really hope that we see you back again on our channel another time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.